Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kayla's punch, Kristen vs. Nicole, Holly attacked, Everett's scary switch. Days of Our Lives reveal that an exercise clip has been released. It shows Kayla Johnson throwing a punch. Kristen DiMera and Nicole Walker DiMera get into a fight, which Brady Black intercepts. Plus, Everett Lynch makes a scary switch in front of Stephanie Johnson. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the Peacock Cleaner pieces. Days of Our Lives, Holly Jonas attacked. DOOL reveal that the exercise clip shows Holly smiling and drooling with Rachel Black. Days of Our Lives video preview. Kayla's punch, Kristen vs. Nicole, Holly attacked, Everett's scary switch. Kristen suddenly walks into the room and switches out at Holly. With a fierce look in her eyes, Kristen demands that Holly get down from Rachel. DOOL, Kristen DiMera's catfight. During the week of April 8th, Nicole will tell Kristen off. Nicole will defend her son and tell Kristen if she wants to come after someone, also come after her. The two go back and forth fighting incoherently. Also, Kristen says if Nicole wants a fight, also pauses as she swings her hand up. Before Kristen can poke Nicole, Brady intercepts. Days of Our Lives spoilers, Everett Lynch's scary switch. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of April 8th reveal that Everett goes through a scary switch. Everett and Stephanie are walking in the Horton Square while talking. They stop and Stephanie reminds Everett that they linked him as Robert Stein. Suddenly, Everett snaps his head back to look at Stephanie. Everett brutally and loudly says, "SHHHHH. Don't you ever call me that again." It's enough dark and violent, considering Everett's personality is more gentle. Could Stephanie be witnessing an alter preemption? DOOL, during the week of April 8th, Kayla tells John Black that she has commodity for him. When John asks what it is, Kayla punches him in the casket. Meanwhile, Johnny DiMera and Chanel Dupree DiMera's honeymoon is intruded. The people walking in the door can't be seen. I could have sworn I heard Julie Williams and Maggie Horton karaoke's. That just might be wishful thinking, however. The interrupted guests might be someone far less friendly, similar as Clyde Weston and Goldman. Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of April 8th, 2024? What are your prognostications for Johnny, Chanel, Everett, and Stephanie? What does the unborn hold for Holly, Nicole, Kristen, Brady, and the other residers of Salem? Stefan's arrested, Holly comes clean, Xander tries to prove his innocence and Johnny helps Chanel at work. Full list of what's ahead in Salem? Harris and Ava get intimate, Everett gets fascinated by Marlena, and Jada is eager to prove she's not married. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the coming 2 weeks. Have you seen the Days promo caravan for the rest of the season? We've broken it down and added a bit of commentary. It also includes a gallery of the cast from Day of Days. Days of Our Lives. Everyone is stupefied when Holly eventually comes clean with the verity about when she overdosed. EJ watches as Eric attempts to advance his support to Nicole. Tate and Teresa have a foursquare talk about the problems that come up in connections. Abe and Paulina eventually get the verdict on whether she's free of cancer. As he looks for a way to prove that he's innocent, Xander goes over the substantiation amassed against him. Days of Our Lives. Chad stops by Abigail's grave. Julie lends her observance as Stephanie tells her about what's passing with Everett. Marlena puts Everett under hypnotism. Seeing how she's floundering at the bakery, Johnny offers to help Chanel at work. Ava and Harris Chesterfield in bed for a day. Ander and Sarah turn to Rafe with what he has cobbled together to prove his innocence. After his session with Marlena, Everett fills Stephanie in on what he saw when he was fascinated, but Jada remains skeptical. Tripp notices that Wendy has been traumatized. Ava and Harris have a date. Days of Our Lives. Nicole confronts Holly, telling her about the fallout from what she did. Brady and Teresa are thrilled that they can eventually take Tate home. Alex asks Teresa to move back in with him. Marlena and Paulina bond as they bandy the treatment she'll have to suffer. Kate vows to Lucas that he'll be a free man. Teresa says Kristen is crazy peacock days of our lives while he's spending the day with Brady. Tate can't stop allowing of Holly. Nicole won't back down on the discipline she has distributed to Holly. Eric doles out some advice on how to forgive to Stephanie. Jada is hopeless for a way to show Rafe she is still wedded to Everett/Bobby. Everett stops by the Spectator with news about Stefan's arrest for Chad and Leo. Jada tells Rafe the ploy is over. The mayor knows they are having coitus peacock. Have you joined soap spoilers in our Facebook groups yet? Converse with other inclined cleaner suckers in our groups, devoted to recaps, spoilers, rumors, gossip and appearances and goings. Check out our Functionary Days of Our Lives Suckers Facebook group. Steve's Mysterious History, John's Torment, Brady and Alex compare notes. Days of Our Lives spoilers Monday, April 8th indicate that Steve Johnson's history comes back to hang him. John Black turns to Harris Michaels for answers. Brady Black and Alex Kyriakis compare notes. Steve Johnson wasn't always Mr. Innocent. Days of Our Lives suggest that Kayla Johnson knew that Steve was a bad boy when she married him. Kayla also knew that Steve worked for Victor Kyriakis and indeed stalked Hope Brady and Kimberly Donovan, Patsy Pease. But that was another continuance ago. And Steve has changed. Steve has now reformed, and he and Kayla are living there happily ever later. Of course, that doesn't account for the time that Steve was brainwashed and presumed dead for over a decade. Effects have been going really well after Steve and Kayla married many times ago. But Steve has commodity to tell Kayla. What secret is about to creep up now? DOL spoilers. John Black needs some advice. Steve's secret has commodity to do with John, who has been brainwashed and made do effects he didn't want to do. Harris knows all about this because he has been brainwashed doubly. Harris knows each about dealing with commodity he didn't want to do. He nearly killed Stefan Dimara on Megan Dimara's orders. Still, Harris seems to be doing really well right now, getting past his crimes. Harris has committed a lot of crimes, and he's now a police officer. Harris has a gal and is trying his stylish to keep her out of trouble. Oswell, however, also John should be okay as well, if Harris is suitable to move on with his life and have a particular life. Days of Our Lives. Brady Black and Alex Kyriakis compare notes. Brady and Alex will compare notes on Teresa Donovan, who's trying to get her hands on the Kyriakis' fortune by making Alex appear to be Victor's son. Brady wanted Teresa to stay with him at Marlena Evans and John's. Alex has asked Teresa to move back in with him as well. Constantine Meliunis has no intention of letting Teresa off the hook when it comes to Alex's plutocrat. Constantine also doesn't want to lose the progress he has made with Maggie Kyriakis, so he can't go for anyone to find out who he's working with. Will the verity eventually come out and put an end to this facade? Will Xander Cook eventually learn that Victor was his father and not his uncle after all? Gloria Loring is back in Salem. We've clearly got veritably instigative news for Days of Our Lives suckers. That's because there are so numerous alums coming back to the show, including actress Gloria Loring. And just when you allowed that effects couldn't get any better for suckers of this fictional city of Salem this time, right? Keep reading below for everything you need to know. Days of Our Lives appearances and goings. Gloria Loring is back in Salem. While on The Locker Room, it was actress Deidre Hall, who plays Marlena Evans on the show, that broke the news of Gloria's return. She's best known for her part as Liz Chandler on the mega-hit Peacock soap. However, it's also been reported that Steven Schnetzer will return as his old character, Steve Olson, if that weren't enough. There's heavy enterprise that both actors will be in at least many occurrences, and one that will most likely honor Bill Hayes' latterly character, Doug Williams. Of course, numerous Days of Our Lives suckers sure did have a lot to say about Gloria Loring's return to the show. Some reflected on social media with, "I hope she knows she's still 8 and loved by the suckers. Hope Tony is still in city when Liz returns and they've an occasion to reconnect," along with, "Yes. Hope she gets a great plot. I've been watching Days since 1965. I was 13 times old. It was my mama's first and only soap.